Welcome back. I am going to start a yoga video with you all to just to relax after my day of sitting on my butt all day and working in front of a computer. I thought it might be helpful for you to do the same. If you don't want to join, you don't have to. Obviously, it's your choice whether or not you're doing this. But I'm glad to help anybody that I can. And if you have any feedback for me, please let me know, as I'm just starting this and I want to continue to build this and make it something worthwhile for you as well. So today I thought we could work on a little bit of twists, which are really great for helping flush out toxins in your body as we're sitting and probably not eating the best food because we don't have access to the best food right now. For example, I know that I sat and ate an entire bag of chips today, and whether it was chip peas or whatever kind of chips you were chewing on, like Doritos, it can be unhealthy for you if you're just sitting there and that's what you're eating, but also healthy for you to have those options as well. You don't want to starve yourself from any excitement in your life ever. So today we're going to work on some twists, flush out some toxins in our bodies, as well as helping our outer physical body with that movement that we don't always get during the day. It's going to be nice to move our bodies a bit and then move into a relaxation for the night. All right, so if you're ready to get started with me, you have your yoga mat or a towel or carpeted area, wherever you're working with, and comfortable clothing. I didn't even change for this. This is what I've been wearing all day. PSA. So grab a yoga block if you have one, or if it's those stacked books, grab some stacked books and we'll get started. The first thing we're going to do is start in seated position for a seated meditation, just as a warm up for our minds and brains to wind down from the day. That sounds a little funny. We're warming up to wind down. And then if you have a blanket or a towel, works just fine, a sweatshirt, anything long that you can use that's also soft, so made of cloth. I'm going to take my blanket here, which is sponsored by one of my former students, Ivy Kickland. Thank you for this beautiful blanket, honey. Take your blanket and you're going to, or sweatshirt or towel, start out with it being rectangular, and then you're going to fold it hot dog style, so lengthwise. And mine is unfolding as we speak. As you're sitting with your sacrum on your block, you're going to cross your ankles and take your blanket, wrap it around, lift your knees up toward the sky, wrap your blanket, towel, sweatshirt around your ankles, not too tight, you don't want to be stuck in there, and then settle around so the tips of the blanket are at the block or your books, whatever you're sitting on, and your blanket is around your ankles. If you're just choosing to sit in seated position because you don't have any props, or you're choosing not to get props, totally fine, as long as you're sitting in a position that's comfortable for you. Okay. So as we sit here, start to get comfortable in your seat. Remember, you can rock your hips back and forward to find your sweet spot. Rest your palms face down on your knees if you're feeling slightly anxious about anything, and you can rest them up if you're feeling open to new experiences. You may gaze at your drishti, or your gazing point, 3 feet ahead of you, or if you like, you can close your eyes gently. As your eyes are closed, start to pay attention to your breath. Don't try to change it, just notice. Are you breathing deep and slowly? Or are you breathing short and shallow? Start to take deeper inhales and match your exhales. Notice your thoughts. Where does your mind want to take you? Remember, no judgment. Whether you label it as a bad thought or a good thought, just let your mind be. Gently flutter your eyes open, or if your eyes are already open, you can smile with your eyes. And then we're going to lift our shoulders up and back. One more time, forward, up and back. Starting from the back, go backwards, up and forward, up and forward. Just one more time for good measure. Bring them up and back, lengthening your spine. And drop your head from side to side if you like. Try not to roll your neck forward really far, because a lot of the day we're already looking down. So the more that we do that, we're actually continuing to strain that muscle in the back of our neck as well as weaken it. So we want to continue to strengthen it. If you have a blanket, sweatshirt, or towel, or DIY cloth, please remove it and place it away from your mat. And you may remove your block, or if you are like me and you need it, which you might, you can put it near the front of your mat or to the side, depending on what you have and how you use it. We're going to start today in seated position, and we're going to do a little bit of dynamic twisting before we get started to warm our bodies up. You never want to go into a full twist without practicing any twists beforehand, because your spine is actually not warmed up if you're doing that, and you can hurt yourself. We like to think of your spine as the highway of your body, because you have so many nerve connections running through your spine. We want to be extra careful with it, and we want to build it up as much as we can before we try to do any stretches or twists. Okay, so we're going to start. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, airplane them out to the side. Come down to your left side. Inhale, up to the middle. Exhale, down to the other side. Inhale, up to the middle. Exhale, down to the other side. Inhale, up to the middle. Stretching, but leaving your shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale to the other side. 2 more times on your own. To the center. All right, we're gonna get started to move here. If you have socks on, you might want to take your socks off, because we are going to be doing some movements that might require some grip on your toes. Otherwise, you'll be slipping and sliding all over the place, and I won't be there to laugh with you, which you can laugh at me if I fall.